on the three stocks, Dabur, Infibeam and Fortis?
Hi, afternoon, Sumaira, and to all the viewers. Dabur has been in a long-term uptrend, and also over medium term, we have seen a very strong outperformance here. And also the sector as a whole, if we check, FMCG has started outperforming now after some time. So I think Dabur, he can definitely hold on. And over medium term, he can maintain a stop loss of 520. Any dips, if he gets, he can keep accumulating this stock, and we can expect a target of 600 and possibly higher. It might even cross that 600 levels and continue to move on the upside. As far as Infibeam is concerned, I have not seen any kind of performance in this stock. It has continued to be a laggard. We can clearly see outperformance in the other stocks in the same sector, but Infibeam, I would suggest that if possible, get out of this stock and possibly think of names like TCS, where we can, after some consolidation, start seeing some outperformance. So it's better to be out from Infibeam and maybe buy something like TCS. As far as Fortis healthcare is concerned, the pharma is also outperforming. We can see defensive space is where right now the money is moving into, and Fortis has shown a very good rise from 160 levels to 220. His buying is on the little higher side, if I understand, but continue to hold on here, maintain a stop loss of 198, and we can again expect it to go towards 220, and possibly if that is broken, then 240 levels can be expected.
Okay, Arun, I hope that answers your question. Ashish, any thoughts?
The overall trend for the stock Sequent Scientific has been on the upside. We can see the stock has moved from 70 levels to 267, and this has happened just in 1 year of time. So there has been a huge up move. There is no second thought about it. Right now, the volatility can increase. There can be risk. So it's better if he can possibly book out half of the position, and remaining he can continue to hold on, maintain a stop loss of 220 and expect a target of 340. It's best to be diversifying to an extent and maintain a strict stop loss for the target of 340 that we can expect from this stock.
Okay.
After a long time, Bharti Airtel has been an outperforming stock, no doubt. It has, after forming a low around 400 levels, it has even managed to touch that 600 mark, and now we are seeing some kind of a consolidation over the short term. So I think he can hold on definitely over here. There is going to be only few players going to be left in the telecom space, it seems like that, and they should be able to capture the maximum market shares eventually. So one can hold on to Bharti Airtel over short term if he wants a stop loss that is going to be 510, and 550 is a short term target. But since he's a long term investor, I would suggest there is a possibility we can see the stock shooting up to around 650 or maybe higher from. So there is a possibility of nearly around 70 over the period of time, 3 to 5 years of time. So that is
okay.
On the bar.
Okay.
With respect to bank, Stock has managed. Yes, please.
Okay, I think we'll get that connection back with Ashish. But Ganesh, let me just tell you the target that Ashish has laid out for us. Bharti Airtel, of course, he has already spoken. He has advised a hold with a stop loss at 510 and a target of 550. On HDFC Bank as well, it's a hold with a stop loss at 1360 and a target of 1470. As well on Reliance, a hold call from Ashish Kyal with a stop loss at 1900 and a target of 2020. Ganesh, I hope that answers your queries.
Yeah, thanks, Sumaira.
Thanks, Ganesh. Thanks for calling in. Take care. Okay, the next question comes in from RT Com and who's written in from Manesar. He has 100 shares of Panacea Biotech at 248 and wants to know what to do at this point. Gaurang, considering that the stock has seen some rally already, should he remain invested? That I could manage to reply to Ganesh on your behalf. But here's a query on Panacea Biotech. What would you recommend?
See, Sumaira, we have seen some spectacular rise in Panacea Biotech from the lows of 180, now at 375, and the stock has given in 12 days, 12 trading sessions, an amazing return. So I would suggest that we should at least book partial profits, take out something off the table at around CMP's 368, 370, take something off the table and keep remaining position with a trailing stop loss. Use a stop loss at 340. The reason being, this is a very short-term average where the support kicks in. Also, the prior day's low is at 340. So I think 340 can be an ideal stop loss that he can hold on to the stock and ride this momentum. So this is a momentum play, not an investment play. For investment, maybe he can diversify to Glenmark. So right now, book partial profits, keep the remaining position and keep trailing it to ride this momentum on the upside.
All right, T-Com, I hope you were listening in and you took that down. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Gaurang, Ashish, stay on with us. We're going to be right back and answer some more stock queries. Stay tuned. Laurus and Granules, what is the upside that you see here?
See, Laurus Labs has again given multifold returns. The stock manages to sustain about its all moving averages, including 250 and 20 days. The momentum looks strong. Over short term, I'm not ruling out some kind of profit booking happening at the higher side. So some dip is expected, but that should be used to hold on for now. Maintain a stop loss of around 440 levels. That is an important pivot level. So maintain 440 and expect a target of around 500 over short term is what I'm talking about on Laurus Labs. With respect to Granules, we have seen some kind of correction in the stock right from that levels of 420 towards the low of 300. Now it's trying to show some basing pattern. So there is a possibility if we manage to break that 340 levels on the upside, we can then expect it to go towards 380. From a medium term perspective, yes, Granules India can still be accumulated at current levels and we can expect it to be for the targets of 440 on the upside. The short-term stop loss that he has to possibly place is going to be around 300 levels. So as long as 300 is protected, we expect that slowly and steadily the stock should start rising from here on.
Okay. We're also getting in some lines from the Karnataka Chief Minister. There are strict restrictions that have been announced for 14 days start.
See, ITC had been the stock where many viewers have been asking questions about because the opportunity loss that they had by holding on to ITC over the past 1 year has been enormous. The stock has not given any much of a promising returns to the investors who have been stuck somewhere around right from the zone of 200 to 220. But yes, the levels have been very attractive where he has invested. So if he can stretch his time horizon at least to a year or more, I think the stock should continue to outperform. It belongs to the defensive space and that sector is going to outperform. So I would say if he can extend the time horizon of more than a year, then hold on to ITC and keep nibbling it slowly and steadily. And over short term, if he wants to have some stop loss, then I think 199 is a very important level from where we have seen 5 to 6 times the stock has bounced back. So maintain that stop loss of 199 over short term and for the target of 215. So from medium term to long term, he can accumulate, but over short term, these are the levels that he can keep a watch on.
Okay. Milind, I hope you were listening in to that answer to your question. Up next, Samik Mohapatra has written in from Mumbai. He has 4,000 shares of NBCC, which he has bought at 51.6, sorry. He also have 3,500 shares of NCC, which he has bought at about 91 odd rupees. Now, he says he's a short-term investor and wants to know what to do, but if there is a positive upside, he doesn't mind holding on to these stocks for the medium term as well. So first, Ashish, coming to you, what are the near-term targets on both NBCC and NCC?
See, I would like to first advise the client that he should be very clearly classifying whether he wants to trade the stock or he wants to invest in the stock. I think it's not a right strategy that you are trading a stock and then if it's not going in your favor, you maintain it for an investment purpose. Don't do that because you might end up, having all the losers in your portfolio for the long term, and that's not going to work. So over short term, I think NBCC is an exit because 4 days back we saw a gap down. The stock is not managing to even move above its 10 days average, and it is just sustaining below. It's formed a clear lower high, lower low formation. So I don't see much of the upside over here. So he can exit at CMP from the NBCC. As far as NCC is concerned, it has managed to protect its previous level, which is around 70 even now. So there is a possibility we can see a retracement on the upside towards the level of around 78 or 79. once we see NBCC crossing that 78, 79 level, then some momentum can also pick up here. So hold on to, NCC, hold on to NCC for now, maintain a stop loss of 70 for the target of 78. And if that level is taken out, then further higher side near around 85 levels can be expected.